Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read. This is going to be for Wednesday, December 14th, 2022. Of course, do keep in mind this is general for the day for all 12 signs. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Don't forget to comment on how this resonates down below and hit that like button. Please and thank you. For Wednesday, we're pulling from the Guardian Dragons Oracle deck, and then we will move on to the Tarot of Dreams. I didn't feel like taking that card. Rewards, absolutely beautiful. This being the overall energy for this Wednesday. It's a day where you're being rewarded for your hard effort towards a business, a project, a job. It could be towards a relationship. It could possibly be due to your efforts wrapped up into more than one situation, more than one category of your life. But at the very least, you're seeing one situation thriving, doing well, doing better than if you were to rewind back in one's mind in a simplistic manner. And I really do feel as if whatever you're wrapping oneself up with throughout this day, even if you feel a little bit of a lack of motivation at certain points, so be it. I feel like you're blossoming through it. And I really do feel as if underneath it all, there's a focus on your kindness and potentially other people in their kind nature, right? And therefore, it could be highlighting someone else or multiple people within your life or that you once were connected to who lacked that overall kind nature. Okay, or just weren't the nicest that you've crossed paths with, all right? Or even, again, in your present day situation. But I just feel like things feel a little bit foggy throughout this day, but try to just notice the rewards, the abundance at this time, okay? Let's continue and pull some tarot. Take your time, there's no need to rush, but I do feel like you will feel oneself wanting to get more done than you can, or just you will find oneself at a certain point feeling like you need to rush due to certain other factors around you. Do have patience when it comes to noise in the background or when it comes to other people's energy, right? Could be a heavy workload for some. What do we have for Wednesday? The Five of Wands. So yeah, I do feel like there is certain levels of chaos. I feel like somebody is a bit abrupt around you or just is quite unhappy. You could be definitely, there's the possibility to be spiritually messed with throughout this specific day. But I do feel like you're learning more about the chaos from your past to highlight how much better things are at this point and moving forward, but to prepare you for a specific change on the horizon for you. You may already know exactly how this change is going to come to be, what it looks like for oneself, or partially, but some of which don't have even the slightest idea as to which change this is about, okay? But do recognize that when there's clarity in regards to a noisy, sort of chaotic or just abrupt situation, you are, this is in regards to your, out of preparation again for your future. You could also be learning more about somebody who has this kind of abrupt, chaotic, kind of mean-hearted nature, right? Whether you live with them, work with them, connect to them in one way, shape, or form. Okay, for some it could be a family member, but I do sense that this is helping you better recognize the type of energies that, again, the type of people you don't want to associate oneself with, right? To identify, okay, this person is like him or her, right? Or them. And so now I know not to associate myself with them as long as you have that choice, right? And it feels like the day does, to an extent, center around or involves what you're feeling a bit foggy about, right? Or just lacking clarity. And I do feel like in the midst of all of which, you're being noticed, okay? You could feel it in a bit of a daze at certain points throughout this day. They're saying just roll with the punches. Just roll with the punches. But I feel there is levels of victory coming to be. That Six of Wands coinciding quite nicely with the rewards card, okay? With the overall energy of this day. Now, I do feel like, okay, some of you might be lacking literal sunlight throughout this day, but I just feel as if we're remembering throughout this day, we're meant to have it highlighted that when you complete what isn't right for you, whether it's a relationship or multiple, okay, a group of friends for some, when it comes to other situations, investments, work opportunities, when you complete what doesn't work for you, you're leading oneself to happiness, to more warmth and comfort, right? And I just feel like the rewards in certain ways throughout this day, I want to say the growth for some people will feel very comforting, okay? It will give you a sense of comfort in regards to what else you don't lack potentially. Say it's a business that's growing, developing, thriving. It's giving you a sense of a little bit more comfort when it comes to your financial future, or just when it comes to the possibilities that lie within that business. Okay. That was just one example, but apply it as you may. Okay, interesting. I just heard the future of your relationship will be quite on point. It will thrive as long as you put in the effort. You may feel like somebody else needs that reminder, but I do feel as if, again, the day entails you needing to have true levels of patience, a highlight on what and who makes you happy, and who or what is making you nervous, right? And Spirit's saying, well, if something or different types of people are making you nervous, or one specific person or one specific location, then that's not for you moving forward. You may already know this, but Spirit's saying, if you can, do your best to steer clear of who and what makes you feel on edge, or just, they're saying, even sick to your stomach. And you may have experienced this recently to a certain extent. Okay. We have the Nine of Cups flying out. Nine of Cups. So there's a wish fulfillment that you're being pushed to recognize is about to come to be. Or remember this, but I do feel like there's just this fruitful nature about the day, about what you produce and develop, wrap oneself up in. And Spirit's saying the fruits of your labor will feel so amazing, will taste so sweet. Okay, sorry, that was a bit twitchy, but I just feel like it's a day where you're being reminded that you deserve the growth for your business, the success with your job, the perfect relationship. Again, it's a day that pushes you to take a deep breath and move at a comfortable pace. Okay, you don't need to settle, you don't need to rush timing, right? You're going to remember that you simply have to do what's right for you. Okay, you may even feel that recently seen evidence of the fact that you are inspiring one, if not multiple other people to do what's right for them. Okay, your purpose in a situation, even if it hasn't been ideal, that's coming to mind in regards to it being purposeful in more than one way, right? It reminds me of my living situation that I'm transitioning out of, and how I've basically inspired one of my roommates to find a different place for herself, right? And it wasn't fully my doing, but I played a part in her kind of having that light bulb go off that she would be better off elsewhere, okay? And so I do feel as if you are thinking about how your influence, your influence on others, in a positive manner is wrapped up with, tied to a certain extent with the purpose of you being in a situation, or just, purposely being where you're meant to at the right time, okay? And communicating to who you're meant to at the right time. And I feel like the connection to the spiritual realm for you individually, that also takes a highlight. Interesting. Didn't expect for that to come out. For whatever reason, I just put all the cards back, and I just feel like you're being pushed to remember why, or recognize why you need to leave a toxic situation behind, or why you once did. And I really do feel as if you are being pushed to go down memory lane a little bit throughout this day, okay? As you're noticed, as you're acknowledged, and people see you as somebody who's going places, okay? You may be publicly recognized for your work, okay, one, and or publicly recognized for a change you just made or are making moving forward. And that feels good, but it's almost Spirit saying people could just be a little bit less nosy. Just take a deep breath when things feel a bit aggravating, a bit heavy in certain ways, and just allow for oneself to, again, realign your focus on the rewards, or towards the rewards. Okay, allow for oneself to recognize that your kind nature is paying off. And I feel like you'll even see evidence of somebody else's kind nature for one reason or another. Okay, you maybe need a reminder that somebody is the right type of energy for you. Okay, regardless of who that is for you. A sense of luck and success being on your side. Okay, you having a better future ahead than you've experienced up until this point, and Spirit's saying embrace the rewards once again and expect the best. All right, so I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Wednesday, and I'll see you next time.